Alrighty, what's up everybody? My peeps, what's going on, you sexy fucking bitches? It is I, your tribal god of extreme, Peter Joseph here, for a Saturday afternoon video, right here, on the main channel, Killer of Demons 66. Now, as always, make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button down there inside of my large, ginormous pants, otherwise known as the subscription marks below, on this channel, and show my other channels your love and support as well. And leave a comment on the video if you like, but if you leave stupid comments, fuck you, you're out of here. Sent to the shadow realm where Satan will cut off your entire body, then eat your soul. So please do not do that. If you're gonna act like a schmuck, go to your dumb channel that nobody gives two fucks about. And only your fake as fuck boyfriends like it. But it is what it is. Share the video all over the internet. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you want. If you're gonna be fake, you're out of there too. But I digress. And don't forget to tap and slap that bell. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next one. Because if you miss anything, you're SOL. And if you don't know what that means, look it up. But if you do know what it means, you know what it means. Ha! But that's all pretty much all I gotta say about that. And if you're brand new here for the very first time, ladies and gentlemen, well, welcome to the party, pal! We hope you enjoy the ride. Sit back, relax, you grab yourself a fucking cold one like this one. Or whatever you got, whatever you're gonna be drinking now or tonight or whenever you watch this video. But sit back, relax, put your feet up and enjoy the show. You like it? Great. You don't? Go to somebody else's channel. And that's pretty much it. Or just shut the fuck up and move on and get out of here. But some of you people don't understand that. That's why you get owned every fucking day, because you don't understand how to move on and just shut the fuck up and move on. You don't like it? Like somebody? Get out of here. Don't even watch them. Block them. People have a problem with that too. No blame. But I digress. Moving on with that. Alright, it is Saturday afternoon, cold here in the Northeast today, not great, but sunny, but coldest day pretty much for the next week or so. Tomorrow's going to be a little bit warmer, about 51 degrees, but it is what it is. Windy as fuck today and tomorrow. Oy. This wind is howling. Feels like Chicago. Sorry. Chicago! That's how it feels. Cold, windy, and the Cubs ain't playing yet. But it is what it is. But they will be in about 19 days, my friends, till opening day. Opening day of the 2025 season for everybody, pretty much. The Mets, the Skankies. Oh, baby. Hey, Skanky Face, I know I don't want to say this now, but I just had to because the Yankees were making fun of Juan Soto misplaying a fly ball the other night. Garrett Cole, bye-bye! Garrett Cole has a sufficient injury to his elbow. Uh-oh! And Stanton already has both elbows fucked up. He gone. He gonna be on the IL. I don't know how long, but they say maybe for the year. What a waste of an investment that was. Shit. But hey, Garrett Cole's got a sufficient elbow problem, and he might be out a significant amount of time. That's not good, Yankee fans! So now you know how the Mets feel. When they've had, Singer gets injured early on. Not this year, but, last year he got injured early, and then it was like, forget it. He came back and looked like shit. But still. If this is a significant injury for Garrett Cole, the Yankees have nothing. They have, besides Max Fried, and God forbid, if he goes down for the Yankees, oh, you're done. You're a done. The season's pretty much over for you. You got no pitching staff. Two of the top three starters for the Yankees are out. Luis Gil might be out for the year, too. I don't know, but that begs the question, do you think spring training should even have spring training games? Or should the season start in early or mid-March? But then again, you run into snow and, like that. So I guess you could say, keep the season started. But it usually started in like April, beginning of middle of April. Forget spring training. You don't need it. We don't even need it. It doesn't even count. It just showcases, some of the guys. They play like 3, 4, a couple of innings at the start, and then like midway through, they'll play 5 innings or maybe the entire game, and then the pitchers, they'll start off with like an inning or 2, at most maybe 3, and then they build up to about 6, 7 innings, which you normally see, depending on the pitcher, of course, and then that's it. You get about a month of spring training, 3 to 4 weeks of spring training, and then the season starts, and then you're playing 162 or more. Well, sometimes more if you tie, but But yeah, the season is about to start in 2.5 weeks. Yankee fans are not happy. Good. That's all I gotta say. Good. And now they're blaming their athletic trainer. Now you know the Ray Ramirez treatment that the Mets got. Every time somebody got hurt in the Mets, who they blame Ray Ramirez. Because he's a fake as fuck athletic trainer. And I'm glad the Mets fired his ass. And get better guys that are trainers and assistant trainers and know what the fuck they're doing. I guess the Yankees got a guy that looks like Ray Ramirez, you know what I mean? They're like, oh, he's not hurt. Oh, he's hurt. He'll be out a week. No, next thing you know, they go for another MRI. Oh, but he's got a broken broken leg, torn ACL. He's out for the year. It is what it is. So if you want to talk shit early on about Soto misjudging a fly ball, then look at Judgy Wudge who can't catch a fly ball in the World Series. Okay? Shut up! Take your medicine. Go fuck yourselves. And that's that. And that has been your Yankee rant of the day. There's more to come this season. Trust me on that. Moving on. But blah 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 blah. But yeah, we got that coming up a little bit, a couple weeks. But we got Collision coming up tonight. Not gonna be great because it's going to be taped. Hey, that rhymes. Yeah, Collision's gonna be okay tonight. Go home show before tomorrow night's Revolution event. I thought it was at the Kia Forum. It is not. It is at the Crypto Arena, which is the Staples Center. Surprisingly, they got the Staples Center. 12,000 seats almost sold. That's not bad. Not bad for the first actual pay-per-view of the year for AEW. And, Revolution has been pretty good in the attendance department for them. I mean, the shows have been good, too. And the card tomorrow looks amazing, so I don't know if it would do better than the Elimination Chamber. I don't think anything's going to beat that. I mean, Cena turning heel. I mean, what can AEW do to top that? I don't think anything. Besides Christian maybe cashing in, that's one thing, but unless they have a shocking, like somebody shocking comes to AEW, who, don't know, but I mean, I think it'll be a great pay-per-view, but, it will just get overshadowed by Cena, so. But, we got that. But we got Revolution tomorrow. We'll talk about Collision later, maybe later tonight, we'll see. And then tomorrow, we'll definitely do the predictions video, and maybe if I don't do the Collision review tonight, we'll do Collision and the predictions tomorrow, and then get you set up for Revolution tomorrow night, and I will try my best to get the review up probably Monday, I don't know about Monday. I'll try Monday afternoon, early Monday. I'll see, because I'm going to be very busy over the next couple weeks, so I'll try to get everything I can up for you guys before we even hit the end of this month. So I got the baseball review to do too. The baseball, not the predictions, the official 2025 review. Preview, not review. Preview for the Mets, the Yankees, and everybody else. And no, I am not getting the book this year. Because it's so hard to find, and I have to get it on. I have to find the fucking thing online. Jesus. So get that. So we get that. So, you know, I order it. I might order it now. I might have it by the time I do the review, but it's like a 50-50 shot. But we'll see. Let's see what happens with all that. But we move on with that. Alright, so lots to do this weekend. And don't forget to hit that bell on my respective channels so you don't miss anything. And if you do, fuck you. I just put up a short on my epic Peter Joseph channel already. Up the, going up the charts. And you say my channel is boring. My videos are boring. Right. Oh, you need the WWE to get all the views. No, I don't. I don't need the WWE. I don't even need AEW or TNA or anything. Not my fault I got 1,800 views in an hour. It was just gifted, that's all. That's how shorts work. You title it right. You put some hashtags in it that are, good and it can get some traction. If not, you're fucked. At most you get like 50 to 100. Depending on what the short is, but But I don't need AEW. I don't need wrestling to do the review. I did one with Donald Trump and I got a lot of views. With Donald Trump. I mean, I think I have a few shorts of just myself and I get a few hundred views. Not great. I mean, it's pretty damn good. And all the likes are not from me, by the way. I just want to put that up. So, now you got 85 likes all from you. Yeah, sure. Right. Be jealous. That's all you are. You're just jealous and on my dick for so long. Time to hop off. Time to hop off. I don't go that way. You wanna do that shit? Go do it yourself. But what is what it is, and that's that. I keep talking about cock again. Fuck you. At least I'm getting some, and you're not. So I'm getting pussy. So, and I'm not, and that's women. I get women. You don't get nothing. You just play with yourselves or play with your other friends. I don't go that way, so. It is what it is. Alright, moving on. I know it's going to get clipped. I don't give a shit. And it rhymes, too. But we move on. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, on this Saturday afternoon, March the 8th, 2025, it is time on the Kill Demons channel. I'm Peter Joseph, but you knew that already. I'm a content creator who talk about the wonderful world of professional wrestling or whatever the fuck I want. You like it? Great, go fuck yourself. Get out of here. Go to your channel and try to get the views I get. But I digress. Moving on. That's that. Alright, it is time on this Saturday afternoon, March the 8th, 2025. And it is time, ladies and gentlemen, for your official WWE Smackdown review. For last night, March the 7th, 2025, we are emanating from the Wells Fargo Arena. But Wells Fargo is the center, right? Not the arena. Arena, center, building, whatever you want to call it. But anyway, it's the Wells Fargo Center in the dirtiest place in the world next to New York, and that's Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Filthy. You know anything good about Philadelphia? It's Pat's. It's Pat's, not Geno's, because Geno sucks. Pat's, cheesesteaks, and ECW. Everything else sucks. Even though I know I have a cousin that lives there, but... Yeah, I told him to move. Yeah, I want to move. I like Philly. You like dirt? You like dirt? Okay. Okay, if you like Philly so much, okay, but, should move to another state that doesn't smell like New York. I've been here all my fucking life, and I want to move already. I'm going to be moving pretty soon. I don't know when, but soon. I said the next 5, maybe 6 years, Soon. Very, very, maybe very soon, but we don't know. I don't know yet. I might be here for like the next year or so, but I mean, it depends. It depends, you know, because, you know, bills are getting higher. You know, mortgage higher. Price of the house higher. Everything higher. Nothing is dropping right now. Not even groceries right now. You know, I know Donald Trump is trying to cut some things with groceries, but still, I bought eggs yesterday, $6.99. Crazy. Crazy. I went to the meat market to get a few things, and I spent $106. It was crazy. I'm like, come on now. But I mean, the meat alone was like about $80. Because I bought some pork chops and bought some big juicy steak, because that's how I live, you know what I mean? Big juicy steak. Because we're gamblers, you know? We're good people. We're VIPs. Very important people. Gonna have that big juicy steak. And all the fixings and everything. Gonna have that probably this week. Me and the missus gonna have a good old meal. Gonna have a good meal. I don't have another meal later, if you know what I mean. Ha ha! I don't know what you're getting. Nothing! But I digress. Alright. So we move on. Alright, so we're from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And last night's show, holy shit. I told you it was gonna be huge, and it was huge. It was great last night. We had, Eli Drake. That's not an insult. That's a fact of life. Going at it once again with the man who holds the U.S. title. Well, at the time he did. And that's Shinsuke Nakamura, the Ronin Ninja himself. That's at the end of the show. We got that. We're going to hear from Cody. MDK Cody. You bitch. So we're going to hear from him. See if we can get some answers for what happened. You know, he's going to come out like, ah. Oh, I got a rant about Cody. You're going to love it. You can't get enough of it because I'm the rant king and you're not. But I digress. We're going to hear from Bianca Belair. She's Bianca Belair. She's a fucking liar, but plays with her hair. That's actually her hair. She's Bianca Belair. Oh, that situation got, Still talking about it today on social media. But we're on the road to Mania. We're 5 weeks away, so... Oh, it's going to be an exciting ride for the next month. Oy. I love WrestleMania season. I love it. Now, Hunter, you put the pedal on the metal. Let's go, baby. This might be the actual first year in many that WrestleMania is going to get hyped a lot. You go to WrestleMania, you're hyped now. Keep the pedal on the metal, Hunter. You know, don't give me a shit show next week. Especially for Raw and Smackdown. NXT is going to be amazing next week with Roadblock. And, speaking of Roadblock, Maiko Sasamura, the legend, former NXT champion, I believe, women's champion, she's going to be there. And the Undertaker, the goat of all fucking goats of the modern era, he's going to be at MSG on Tuesday. Raw's going to be at MSG on Monday with a big card. Punk Rollins 2 in a cage. And then they're going to be on their European tour starting next week. They're going to be in Barcelona, Spain. They're going to be in Bologna, Italy. Oh, that's going to be fun. Germany, I think. I think they're going to be in Berlin, right? I think they're going to be in Berlin 1 week. I know they're going to be in Italy, that's definitely, but I don't know if they're going to be in France. I don't know, but I think it's 3 out of the 4, the next 3 weeks, SmackDown's going to be in Europe. It's all taped, obviously. It's going to be taped like 1 p.m. here, but it'll be 8 o'clock there. It's like a 6-7 hour time difference. So we'll get the spoilers early, like around 3 o'clock. I say starting around 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We'll get all the spoilers and everything. So not a lot of people are going to be doing watch-alongs or anything like that. But we'll still see it. And Roman will be on the show in 2 weeks. I think Cena will be too. And then afterwards, he's gonna be on. He's gonna be at Saturday Night's main event, May the 24th. And then the next night is a double pay-per-view. Supposedly, we don't know yet. NXT Battleground going pretty much head-to-head with Double or Nothing from AEW. I mean, that whole week, that Memorial Day weekend is going to be amazing. Got Smackdown. Smackdown before Memorial Day. We got Saturday Night's main event. I don't even know what that is. And then the next night, May 26th, you got pretty much maybe a double pay-per-view. And then you got Raw on the Memorial Day. Great. It's just great. And then going into June, we got Money in the Bank. I believe Money in the Bank in June. But it's going to be an exciting time for the next 6 months to the rest of the year. July is going to be big with All In, Slammiversary. August coming up, we got SummerSlam and a new pay-per-view, Clash in Paris. That's at the end of August 31st. And the week before that is Forbidden Door in London for AEW. And then I think 2 weeks after that, pretty much the weekend after Labor Day is All Out. I don't know where that's going to be. But then even in between that, we got Heat Wave. We got so many mini events coming up. Supercard of Honor, April the 18th. I think Death Before Dishonor is going to be in the summertime as well. And we've got Dynasty coming up April the 6th. Lots and lots of wrestling. And if you don't hit that bell, I mean, you're going to miss a lot of it. So, that's that. Alright, moving on. Alright, so let's get to SmackDown. Our commentary team, as always, on Friday nights. The man himself, Joe Tessitore, and the man sitting next to him, he's a great man from England. There's a few good people from England. All the people from England can suck a dick. But I digress. And that man is Bad News Wade Barrett. And I'm afraid, Joe, I got some bad news for you. But that's Michael Cole. Michael Cole. Michael Cole, I got some bad news for you. Pretty much. But Michael Cole was not there. Alright, we got that. Alright, so we get an Elimination Chamber recap. The start, before that, we got Drew McIntyre jumping Poppy Priest in the back. And, Poppy Chulo, Drew McIntyre, has got a match with Jimmy Uso coming up later. Well, now that's going to turn out. I think Poppy might get his revenge. And pretty much Poppy versus Drew is almost confirmed now for Mania. You know, but everybody's getting heat off that. I mean, like, these stupid marks, like, oh, Drew McIntyre should have a better match than Poppy Priest. That doesn't scream good match to you? What do you think, Drew? What would you put Drew on the card? Where'd you put Priest? You gonna put him in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal? Right. Or are you gonna leave them off the card so they lose a big, huge payday? Come on now. You know how much money these people get for being at Mania? A lot. I wish I was working at Mania too. You know, I get a big paycheck. We're just being at Mania. You don't have to do anything. Just being there would be great and get paid for it. A new car! Okay. I'm watching Price is Right, too. You got nothing to do with Saturday. But tomorrow we're going to be watching Revolution, so. But early in the day, I got errands to run, but moving on. Alright, so we get Drew McIntyre jumping Poppy Priest in the back. Then we get an Elimination Chamber recap. No, we don't really see the Cena beatdown on Cody. We don't see that, but we do see it replayed 5 times. 5 times. They're replaying it and they're showing different things, like fan reactions. They're showing kids' reactions. They're showing other commentary teams from the different countries' reactions. It's just a little bit too much there. But if you miss the Elimination Chamber, I don't know what you were doing. But it is what it is. Alright, so we start the show off properly with the man who returned at the Elimination Chamber. The man who has bigger thighs and quads than Nikita Lyons herself. And that's Randy Orton. That is not this voice! The man who still fears the Gilmore Cutter. You do, Randy. You fear it, Randall Keith Orton. You fake-ass fuck RKO. Nobody, and I mean nobody, has ever and ever will get up from the Gilmore Cutter. Nobody. Not even in the XWF, not even in real life. Nobody gets up from it. And that's the way it is, and that's the way it will be. So, and like Orton at the RKO and the Diamond Cutter, the Gilmore Cutter, you'll never see it coming. That's all I gotta say about that. Alright, so Randy comes out, talks about how crazy things have been since he was injured, thanks to Kevin Owens. He said John Cena's always been at the top, but now he's just the bottom guy for The Rock, which gives a new meaning to the term rock bottom. Right, John? I wouldn't have gone that way. I want to say, Cena, you've always been at the top. I would have kept the top and the bottom thing. It says, well, that gives a new term, a new meaning to the word 69. Right, John? Do like a little Kenny Omega play off words, you know what I mean? 69 me, dog! Come on, 69 me, dog! Yeah, help me! Well, we know Kenny's bisexual, but, that was funny, 69 me, Don! On live TV saying that. Ugh. What's wrong with you, Kenny? Kenny's weird. He likes 16. He likes the number 69. He likes MySpace. He still has MySpace. I bet you he still has a MySpace. Not that it's around anymore. I can't even get into mine, but MySpace is totally different than when most of us used to use it back in 2005, 2006, and early 2007. Way different. Kenny probably still has his account active. He'll tell you. MySpace, Kenny! MySpace, are you kidding me? All you had to do was just call me. Maybe. Well, call you? Well, I'm gonna call you. I've had it. I don't like you. And I'm gonna tell you how I feel. I'm gonna go in my pants and tell you how you feel. What do you got down there, Kenny? Oh God, no. That epic BTE episode. It's like timeless classic. Kenny and the Bucks and Adam Cole singing karaoke. The second time that they actually, well, not the first time Adam Cole did it, but the Bucks and Kenny did a karaoke episode on BTE, and this was the second one. I wish BTE came back. I really do, but I heard the Bucks have a new show. I think it's called Behind the Scenes in Osaka, Japan, because they ran into Fat Masa again because they were in Japan for a while. They've been in Japan for a while now. Might be coming back on Sunday for Revolution because it's in Bucks country in Los Angeles, California. So we'll see. See what happens with that. But anyway, alright, so we got that little play on words from Randy. Then he talks about KO, Kevin Owens. Orton admires the wrestler, but not the person. And Randy thinks Kevin's jealousy has destroyed him, like Owens' jealousy made him try to destroy Cody and Sami Zayn. But he's like, as for me, I had to come back from a career-ending surgery in his back, pretty much, his back, in his shoulder area. Kevin was trying to give Sami such a career-ending injury at the Elimination Chamber, and that's what brought me out. And I was hearing those voices in my head for the first time in many, many, many years. Now I'm ready to prove that even Pat McAfee is the second best punter in the WWE. Because, Randy used to use the Punk kick. He doesn't use it that much anymore. And that was it. Randy's all fired up. And I think we're going to, eventually, Kevin's going to come back. And we're going to get Kevin Owens and Randy Orton at Mania. That should be pretty damn good. But, and next week in Spain, we got, him, Carmelo Hayes gets a match with Randy next week. Don't like his chances. I think Randy's gonna, it's gonna be a good match, but, Randy won't, make him look good, but Randy's gonna hit that, the RKO on Melo, beat his ass. I wish they treated Melo better. They're trying to do this experiment with him and the Miz, calling it Melo Don't Miz or some shit like that. Yeah, he beat Braun Strowman, big fucking whoop. He was in that U.S. title. Yeah, I think he was in the U.S. title mini tournament. He won. I think he won that. Well, he didn't win the tournament. He won the match, and then lost obviously to L.A. Knight, who won the title shot. Gets to face Shinsuke later. But man, I wish Melo, they would get away from Melo being, just showing up, and then he'll get a couple wins here and there, and then he'll just get his butt kicked like Braun Strowman or Eli Drake, or next week he's gonna get beat up by Randy. I wanted to be U.S. champ, but I don't know what they're gonna do at this point. I just move him to Raw, and then I win the Intercontinental title. But we'll see. So, we'll see what happens to that. Alright, but that first segment from Randy, 3.25 out of 5 stars. Anyway, off and running on Smackdown. And that's that. Alright, then we go to a video from earlier in the day with Nicholas Aldis in his office. And in comes in our president of the women's division, Chelsea Green! She comes in with her secretary of her fence, that's Dewdrop, Piper Niven. They start yelling, well, really, Chelsea yells at Nick Aldis about her U.S. title, women's U.S. title match against Mia Yim in a Philly street fight. And then the women's champion is Tiffy Time Daddy! Yes. What? What, Sunshine? What is it? You see me on TV? Yes. How's your knee, by the way? It hurts. That blonde bitch beat me up. Well, don't worry, Sunshine. Don't get better, and you'll kick her ass at WrestleMania. Yeah, I'm gonna beat that fucking horse-faced bitch. Just for you, Daddy. I'm gonna keep my title. Yeah. I'm happy. I gotta call Marcel. I gotta go. Bye, Daddy. Okay. Well, we'll talk about Tiffy Tiff in a minute. Alright, so, Tiffy Tiff comes in. It's like, I don't want to hear your complaining about you, I don't want to hear it. And then Piper accuses Tiffy Tiff of censorship. Really now. And gets a match out of that. So we get that. So we go to that. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Then we go to a non-title match, obviously, because Tiffy's not going to face Piper in a title match. So we get to the match, which lasted under 8 minutes. Tiffy Tiff versus Dewdrop, Piper Niven. And it's also with Tiffy Tiff jumping over, surprisingly, Piper, because, Piper's fat! Nothing wrong with that, but still. Nothing wrong with being fat, a little bit chubby, Unless you're Scott Steiner, or even Mikey. He loves those, they love those fat chicks. Yeah, I love those fat chicks. They're great. Yeah, I know, Mike. You had that gimmick back in WCW. You were the fat chick thriller. You had all those fat chicks. They wanted to suck your, dinghy. Yeah, they couldn't get them off me. Yeah, like you can't get Mae Young off your dick, right? With those gummy blowjobs these days, huh? Yeah, they hurt, though. Yeah, well, that's what happens when you're old. You have, barely any teeth. Or their dentures come out. I don't know. How do you know? Joseph? Aha! Oh, right. I forgot. I'm sorry. Okay. Don't forget again. Ah, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll show you those tapes of that guy. Don't say his name! Okay. Sorry. Anyway. Yeah, Mikey knows a thing or two about fat chicks. I know a thing or two. Well, nothing wrong with it. More cushion for the pushing, right, Mike? Yep, you're right. You're right, Mr. Joseph. Because you're awesome, I know. But you're more awesome than me. I know, I should be in the Hall of Fame. You should. What do you think about Lex Luger going to the Hall of Fame? Yeah, Flexi Lexi, and he's great. He's not as awesome as me. Got too many muscles and stuff. You know, I never took a steroid in my life. Well, that's a good thing. You know, when you take those steroids, it makes your wang, go down. You know, you don't want that, right, Mike? No. They're God outlawed those back in the, he's outlawed them. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Yeah, I saw Jerome try to take them, because, I heard something about Jerome, like, all the women up here in heaven are, like, kind of staying away from him. I wonder why. Yeah, because he's a maniac. And, that's true, because he is a maniac. What you say, motherfucker? Jerome? Not now. Go away. Go over there. Go back to the bar. Snort some more cocaine. Or Mikey will put you through a flaming table, okay? Yeah, that's right, Jerome. Shut up. Kick your ass. Motherfucker. Hey, Mike, calm down. I only say motherfucker. Okay, stop. All right, you want to say goodbye to your friends? Bye! Okay. See, you can't do impressions. You can't. And my channel is satire. So you think I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? I'm not. And I'm not disrespecting the dead, so kiss my ass. You think you can do better impressions? And then go try it. But I know nobody on this fucking platform will never do it. Because they can't do better than me. Nothing. Can't do impressions better than me. They're not better ranters than me. They think they are. They're not. Because all they say is generic bullshit with fake facts, fake evidence. And it's pretty much slander. But I digress. Moving on. Alright, blah 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 blah. Alright, so she jumps over Piper to start, and then gets a big shoulder block for her trouble. Piper hits goes for a backsplash and missed. Tiffy hits a basement dropkick, but Piper sends her right to the floor. Then hits that big, fat, flippy dippity doo off the apron, wipes Tiffy out. As we go to an early break, come right back. Tiffy comes back, fires off some clotheslines and a handspring elbow in the corner. Because she used to be a gymnast and a cheerleader, I think, too. I'm not sure. But anyway, then she hits another basement dropkick for near fall. Goes for a swanton bomb and connects, but Piper kicked out at 2. And then Piper powers her down. Throws out the Vader bomb. Missed. No water in the pool for you, Missy. And then, so she misses the Vader bomb, and then Tiffy goes up top, hits the prettiest moonsault ever. 1, 2, 3, she gets the win. And I gave the match 2.5 out of 5 stars, but then afterwards, Horseface shoulder flare comes in, clips the leg, and then attacks the leg of Tiffy Tip, locks in the figure 8. Ow! So, Tiffy's knee is fucked up right now. No wonder she's got the ice on it, and Marcel has to, do what he has to do. You better be doing it, Marcel, or I'm gonna have to come over and kick your ass. You treat that woman with respect. When she needs a drink of water, you give her that drink of water. Not that type of drink of water, you know what I mean? Oh, Billy, I want to school. I want some water. I'm thirsty. Oh, Billy, you're so stupid. You don't know where that comes from. You are fucked up. You're not having fun on my show. You are fucked up. Pretty much all I gotta say about that. Alright, So, Charlotte, once again, gets a measure of, not revenge, gets another one-up on Tiffy Tiff. So we'll see what happens with that as we roll on. Alright, once again, we go to a video from Nick Aldis, kind of like a PowerPoint presentation. He explains the entire Smackdown Tag Team Division, what's going on with DIY, the Street Profits, Los Lobos, the Yes Boys, the Motor City Machine Guns. It's a mess! So he's trying to do like this PowerPoint thing. And he's like, like 6 degrees of separation almost. And he has a simple solution. This week we got a triple threat match between the Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin from Detroit, taking on the Yes Boys, Elton Prince, Elton Strong, ladies and gentlemen, and Kit Wilson, taking on Los Lobos, and that is Humberto Carrillo and Angel Garza. So the winner of that becomes the new #1 contender to the SmackDown Tag Team champions. That is DIY, Tommaso Ciampa, the Psycho Killer, and Johnny Gargano, Johnny Wrestling. And don't forget the Street Profits, or the Dark Profits, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins. They're waiting in the wings. They're waiting for Angelo. I think Angelo's not medically cleared yet, but we get that. And the winner of that gets a title match next week in Spain. So we get that. Alright, so we go to the match. And, decent match. Starts off with Angel Garza tagging himself in to start. And gets drop kicked by Kit Wilson of the Yes Boys. But Garza gets right back up. He's like, alright, alright, you want to get serious? Okay, I'm going to get serious. Take off my pants. That makes the ladies all get, wet in their panties. And then all 6 men begin to brawl. The Yes Boys and the Motor City Machine Guns get kicked to the floor. And then we get Serio Flippy Dibbity-Doos from Los Lobos. Because Los Lobos kick your face. Los Lobos kick your ass. Los Lobos... No. Los Lobos kick your face. Los Lobos kick your teeth. Los Lobos kick your ass into outer space. Number 25. If you don't know that reference and what movie that comes from, you are fucked up. Number 25. There's the clue. Hold on. Alright, so we get big flippy dibbity doos from Los Lobos. As we go to break, come back. Alex Shelley takes the Yes Boys down. He gets the hot tag to Chris Sabin, who catches Humberto Carrillo with a tornado DDT for an air fall. And then more chaos. As everything breaks down, we get a whole bunch of parade of knockdowns until Chris Sabin hits a flippy dibbity-doo on that pretty much almost everybody. And then the Guns looking for Skull and Bones. I think it was on Elton Prince or Kit Wilson. It's all loaded up, but Elton reverses into a backslide. Of all things, a 1921 backslide. 1, 2, 3, the Yes Boys. Ooh. They get the title shot next week against DIY. Are they going to win? Nope. Every time, title shot, they lose. And they used to be NXT UK Tag Team Champions. For a while, too. Not good. I hope they win the belts, but I doubt they're gonna lose the belts next. They're gonna win the belts next week from DIY. I think DIY loses them to the Street Profits, but then again, they might do a 5-way ladder match at Mania. I think that's the direction, but we'll see. After that 7-minute match, pretty decent, 3 out of 5 stars. All right, then we can look back at Jade Cargill returning at the Elimination Chamber, beating the fucking shit out of Naomi. Putting her in a neck brace that we saw at the Queen of the Ring red carpet in New York. We saw that. Okay. I haven't seen it yet. So, I will be seeing it hopefully this weekend, or not this weekend, next weekend. Probably next Sunday I might go out to the movies and see it. I'm not sure yet, because it might be this week or next week. Next weekend I might see it. Or the weekend after, because next weekend I'm pretty much the next 2 weekends I'm busy. Next weekend I got a concert. And then after that, I got an event to go that me and the missus are going to. So And yes, she will be with me at the Disturbed concert next weekend. So, gonna be good shit. Because you know how Rosa loves that bald-headed David Draymond. I'm not gonna turn bald, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. My hair is, not, I still got a nice mane of hair, but, I'm getting older. Pretty soon it's gonna be turning gray. It's gonna be falling out. It's not that it's already been falling out, but, you do see a little bald spot on my head, but, getting older. What are you gonna do? I'm a year and a half away from 50. You know what happens at 50? Downhill it goes, but I'm still gonna look good in my 50s. Probably in my 60s too. But I digress. Alright, moving on. Alright. So we get that, and then more reactions of John Cena's heel turn that nobody saw coming. That might be the story of 2025 between what happens now and by the end of the year. I think that's going to probably the number one thing of 2025 as of right now. I know we got 9 months and 23 days left of the year, so a lot of shocking things might happen. But this one, I didn't have on my bingo card, and even this one too. We go to Bianca Belair. She comes out in all black. I might add. I'm like, why would you wear black if you're going to your own funeral? Shit. Anyway, she's like, I should be on top of the world because, I'm on my way to WrestleMania to face Io Sky. But two of her best friends are fighting now. That's Jade and Naomi. And Bianca doesn't believe that Naomi did this. Yeah, because you did! You lying bitch. But I digress. And Jade won't talk to her, so she needs some answers from Naomi right here, right now. So, on cue, Naomi comes out with a sparkly neck brace. And, black. In all black as well. And we'll get to that black and white thing in a minute. So Naomi comes out, says, you and me need to focus. We need to get away from this monotonous media crap that's going on between us and Jade. We need to focus and get our tag team's titles back from Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Bianca's like, I don't care. I want to know right here, right now, did you attack Naomi? Tell me yes or no. And then Naomi's like, no. She's going around the subject. Goes on a big rant about how Jade took advantage of her. Blah, blah, blah. And pretty much Bianca's like, oh, it's all about Jade. And who's the person that came and saved you when Jade went down went out? I did. So Bianca's like going on and they're freaking crying up a storm, like crybabies that they are. Bianca's like, I don't care! I want an answer! Right here! Right now! Stop being such a bitch! I feel like I'm watching Maury. Shit. Did you cheat on me? Anyway. So Naomi's like, you can see in her eyes, like, Alright, you know what? I did it! I did it for the Rock! I did it for the people! I did it! Oh, shut your mouth! So Naomi's like, I did it for you! I did it for you, Bianca. I did it for the Rock. And then Bianca gets all upset. He's like, I knew it was you! I just knew it was you! We are done! Fuck you! She starts walking out, and Naomi just goes berserk. She's all angry, says, I'm tired of, being pushed around here, and I don't get any respect from you or these people. I'm like, she went full heel here. He's like, why are you walking away from me? Don't you walk away from me. See, you're being you. Say, get back here, you ungrateful bitch! And then Bianca's like, like she's crying up a storm, and she just like looks back at Naomi. And then we see a car come in. I'm like, oh, I wonder who that could be. And out comes Jade Cargill in all white and a little bit of color in there too. She walks from the back, or like around the parking lot area, all the way to the ring. And then she takes a quick look at Bianca, and Bianca like gives a nod, like, you do what you gotta do. And if you notice closely, Jade's like looking on Jade's looking at Bianca like, I knew it was you too, bitch. She marches right to the ring. Naomi's all waiting, and then she tries to get out of there. And pretty much, Jade grabs her, but somehow Naomi got out of it. They go to the outside, and Jade like throws her into the timekeeper's area, and then throws her back in, and picks her up, hits Jaded, and then you hear Naomi like, I'm sorry, boom. And then Jade goes, fuck you. And that's that. And Bianca's just staring at her like, glad it wasn't me. So everybody on social media like, I told you all it was Naomi! I told you all it was Naomi! You're not seeing the whole picture because we didn't get the full video! You fucktards! Thinking it's Naomi. Nope. Bianca looked really suspect in that segment. If you noticed that, she looked really suspect. Even that stayed down with Jade. And if you watch on Raw, she was all smiling for Io. She's got some explaining to do. I still think she did it or had a hand in it. She just can't just throw, you just can't have Naomi do this by herself. It makes no sense. And then they want to have Naomi and Jade at Mania? You know Jade's gonna whip her ass again. What's the point? How would have Jade lay out Naomi, take her out of WrestleMania, and then Jade should cost Bianca the title, because, Mommy Rhea Ripley's going to be added in probably about a week or two, so it's going to be a triple threat. I think Jade should come out and attack Bianca, and then you have Bianca and, maybe at Backlash, which I don't think it should be at Backlash, it should be at Money in the Bank, or really at SummerSlam, you have Bianca and Jade go at it. So you start that feud at Mania, having Jade cost Bianca the title. And then everybody's like, have Bianca win the title back, and then on night 2 you have Bianca and Jade. I mean, you could do that too, but do you really want to have Bianca win the title and then lose it the next night? I'm just saying. But this segment was epic. Cinema. Loved it. 5 out of 5. I want to see what happens next week now, because I still think I have a gut feeling, and my gut usually wins out sometimes. I have a gut feeling that Bianca is going to get beat up by Jade. I think Jade's going to say, you know what? He's going to come out. Maybe Naomi will come out and say, I took the beating for you. I'm happy with getting beat, but you had a hand in it too, didn't you? And then we see, the extra footage, and then Bianca does the Shawn Michaels Triple H thing. You're damn right it was me! I had a hand in it too! And then we get the explanation, oh, you were bringing us down. It was all about you. We were not getting the fan reaction. Blah, 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 blah. So that whole trio, Jade, Naomi, and Bianca, just imploded, basically. But I still think, Bianca, you did it. You had you had a hand in it. It just can't be Naomi straight up. Can't be. But the way they kind of made it look like Naomi did it, like the whole Rikishi thing, I think it was pretty damn good. So even if I was wrong, they go the next 5 weeks and nothing happens, like Bianca gets added in to get the attacking Jade, then yeah, I'll come out right now and say I was wrong. I'm sorry. Hunter, you swerved me again. So, Hunter, he's a cerebral assassin, he thinks you know, but you don't know. And that's why he swerves, bro. They just Vince Russo all of a sudden. Bro. Fuck Vince Russo, by the way. The way he treated not one, but two of, former, well, I don't know if the other guy's still friends with me, but, the guy up north, that's Andre Cobil, and another guy, Scott Casey Gale, but treating them like shit. But at least they, both of them are doing much better than Vince Russo right now. So, sucks to be you, bro. That's all I gotta say about that. Alright, 5 out of 5 for that. Moving on. Alright, then we get the look back at the issues between Poppy Priest and Drew McIntyre. And then we hear from Drew in the back, and he blames Poppy for costing him the chance to be world champion at Mania. So, once again, Drew is crying like a bitch. And Poppy was kind of right, it's like, oh, you're gonna lose it. All you're gonna do is complain on the internet, cry and complain. That's it. All right, so we get that. Moving on. All right, then we get a look at Cody surprising Lexi Luger and DDP with an induction into the WWE Hall of Fame this year. And we didn't get any SummerSlam 1993 balloons when he beat Yokozuna by countout. All those fucking things all the fucking balloons came out like he actually won the title, and he never did. He won by countout because he hit Yokozuna in the face with that titanium steel elbow of his, knocked Yokozuna out all the way to the ring, and Yokozuna was pretty much knocked out legit. And then he wins by countout, and all the freaking fanfare stars like, oh, they won the title. He didn't win it. Pretty much after that, his WWF career went down south. And that's where he pretty much ended, too. He went back to WCW at the first, after he got pretty much released from WWE, he went back to WCW and appeared at the first Nitro. And I think it was 95, 96. What is he doing here? He don't work here no more. And even Flair and Hogan were like, what the fuck? Arn Anderson, I think, was in that ring too. Sting. Like, what are you doing here? You don't work here. Oh, now I do. Oh, we got that. Right, it's great that Lex Luger's finally getting in. Finally, well deserved. Took a long time, but we got there. Same thing with Macho Man Randy Savage. Took you a long time to get in there, Randy, right? Ooh, yeah, right? Yeah, now we just gotta get the beautiful Miss Elizabeth to get in, right, Liz? That's right, Mr. Joe, so I need to get in that Hall of Fame. You gonna get in, Liz? Everybody have anything to say about it? Calm down, Randy, please. Have a Slim Jim, please. The big, beefy, juicy taste! Step to a Slim Jim! Ooh, yeah! Did it! Okay. Thank you, Randy. Thank you for the sponsorship. Moving on. Alright, then we go to the back with Byron Thaxton. Talks to Horseface Charlotte Flair, who talks about how the women's division is soft. Soft! Like Big Cass would say. But then B-Fab comes in and says, no one is interested in bowing down to you. And then Charlotte was saying, like, oh, every time I have to come back and talk about levels because nobody's higher, nobody's on my level, and shit like that. You're thinking you're MJF. So basically, B-Fab's like, alright, why don't you prove that next week on the program? So we got a Charlotte versus B-Fab next week in a boring as fuck match. Yeah, Beef Harry's gonna get her legs broken next week. It's just sad. Moving on with that. Alright, 2.25 out of 5 stars for that. Alright, then we go to Braun Strowman taking on Solo Meat Bookie in a big beefy man slapping meat match. Just under 7 minutes. We get that. So it's also with Solo comes out by himself. No Tama Tonga, no Jacob. I guess no more love for you there, Jacob, huh? Okay. Anyway. So Solo bounces off Braun. The start gets knocked to the floor for his troubles. And then Braun goes for the Braun Express. Goes around the ring and ends up eating the steel steps. Ow. And then Solo adds a running ooh maga attack as we go to break. Come back. Solo manages a Samoan drop. And then stops and starts posing. He's like, You're not a tribal chief anymore, so you can't do that pose anymore. Sucker. Anyway. Then he hits another running ooh maga attack in the corner. But he takes too long, loading up a third one, which allows Braun Strowman to run him over. Then he hits that big running power slam. He hits that, goes for the cover, but then Tama Tonga comes out and attacks Braun for the disqualification, so the match ends in a no contest in just under 7 minutes, and that's that. So, gave the match 2.5 out of 5 stars, and then afterwards, Braun just, clears the ring of Solo and Tama Tonga, and then Jacob Fatu! He comes out for another epic showdown. They start brawling all the way around the ring into the crowd, into some electric area. Not the electric area, with the electric boxes and stuff like that, the crates and stuff. They get on top of this crate, and they start fighting over there. And then Jacob tries a Samoan drop off of that, I think through the tables, but Braun got out of that and hits a choke slam through the tables on a bunch of water bottles. So that's that. I mean, you see Jacob ah! He knew he was going to get put through that table. And then he gets put through the table, Braun's ah! Like 2017 Braun Strowman, who didn't give a fuck. And then Jacob gets, referees and other people coming out to see if Jacob's still alive. And then Jacob just gets up like nothing happened. And he just backs away. Like, shit, he no-sold that whole thing. He's not human, this guy. So we get that. I think this Braun Strowman Jacob Fatu feud is far from over, but we'll see. Alright, we go to the back. We got Eli Drake. That's not an insult. That's a fact of life, once again. He's all ready for Shinsuke. Nakamura gets his U.S. title back for the second time. And all it takes is one BFT to put Shinsuke back to factory settings. And it's time to give Old Glory a better representation than it's had lately. Oh, he means the U.S. title. I thought he meant... I was like, what are you talking about, Old Glory? Okay, we got that. So we got that. 2.5 out of 5 stars for that. Alright, then Chelsea Green yells at Piper for not being ready for the street fight. And then Selena Vega is here. Oh yes, caliente. She comes in looking amazing, as always. She comes in and says, whoever wins this match, I get next. So, next week, she will, I think next week, or I don't know when this match will happen, she will face either Mia Yim or Chelsea Green for the Women's United States title. So, about time she gets a title shot. I hope she beats Chelsea or Mia Yim. Of course, she should have got that belt to begin with. Or the Intercontinental title. Just saying. Moving on. Alright, then we go to a Philly street fight for the Women's U.S. title. Chelsea Green, dressed up as Cactus Jack from the 2000 Royal Rumble, which I was at, by the way. Because it was in New York. takes on Mia Yim in a Philadelphia Eagles jersey, the Super Bowl champs, and nobody gave a fuck. Blah, blah, blah. Chairs were used, kendo sticks, cookie sheets, fire extinguishers, everything under the sun almost. Chelsea actually hit Coast to Coast, made famous by Rob Van Dam. And then B-Fab comes in and beats on Piper on the floor. Basically, they go to the back. And then Mia fights back with kendo stick shots. Hits Cannonball. Crushes a trash can against Chelsea for a near fall. And then she brings in the table. She hits Eat Defeat. Made famous by her good friend and future Hall of Famer, Gail Kim. She hits that, goes on the table. The table breaks momentarily. One of those Japanese tables that actually breaks before it actually breaks. We get that. And then Mia tries for her top rope backsplash. She hits that on the semi-broken table. And goes for the cover, but someone in a hoodie. Somebody been stealing those Bloodline hoodies these days. I got a hoodie, so someone comes on like this. Pulls out Chelsea Green. And I messed up my hair. Comes out, pulls out Mia Yim, starts beating the fuck out of her. We don't know who this person is. She has a kick to the head, and then she reveals herself as Alba Fire. Kaylee Ray comes back from catering, because Isla Dawn is gone now. I think she's going to TNA or AEW / Ring of Honor. Don't know yet. So Alba Fire comes back after a couple month hiatus. And now she's part of Chelsea Green's team. I think she's the Sergeant. I forget some type of weird name they gave her. Sergeant, something like that. So she gets in the ring, hits a Canadian Destroyer on the chairs. Ow! And then basically throws a unconscious Chelsea Green on top of her. 1, 2, 3. Chelsea retains the Women's U.S. title in 10 minutes. So once again, Mia Yim gets a title shot and comes this close to winning it. But as always, she gets the Enzo and Cass treatment. And that's it. So Chelsea wins. Now she has a new member of her cabinet, if you will. She has the Secretary of her Fence and the Sergeant at Arms. That's Alba Fire. So we'll see what happens with that as we go into the next few weeks, and that's that. Match was good, 3 out of 5 stars. Then we go to the back in the locker room. We have Santos Escobar. He's not happy with Los Lobos, especially Humberto Carrillo. So him and Angel Garza leave. And then Andrade comes in and tries to recruit Humberto into his, what used to be Legado del Fantasma. The old school one. We'll see what happens with that situation as we move on. Okay, that's that. Alright, then we find out that TKO is launching a boxing promotion in partnership with Saudi Arabia. Okay. Not that I give 2 fucks. Then we get that. Alright, then we get another look at the John Cena heel turn. Like that. That leads us to segment of the night number 2. Cody! MD Cody, you bitch. He comes out, still has that horrible looking black eye. He's got like a earplug in his ear from that busted eardrum that Travis Scott gave him, and then everybody on the Sun wants Travis Scott to get beat up. Bully Ray said on Busted Open yesterday that he wants Travis Scott to get beat up severely and have his mouth wired shut. That's a little bit extreme there, Bully. Well, that's for you. You wouldn't know that, but I don't think he should be, beat up, per se. I think he should have been fined for that, at least. Something should have happened with it. But they're going to keep going with Travis Scott being in WWE. So, we'll see what happens with that. Well, we get that. Alright, so Cody gets in the ring. He's still high-fiving fans. He's not even doing the, whoa, no, crap. And I wanted him to come out and really give it to Cena. And he comes out and cuts the most boring as fuck promo ever from missionary boy Cody. Basically, he comes out, says, I spent 2 years driving Cena around to learn everything that he could, and now Cena's basically given up, sold his soul to The Rock, and, he's starting to cry like a little bitch that Cody is, because he's a crybaby bitch. Talks about how Cena had acted like his friend, and at some point Cena said the title was going to get heavier every day, so he picks up the title, says now Cena believes that he is the last of his own kind, and now the title has never felt lighter, so Cena, you want some? Come get some! You fucking moron! You got your fucking ass kicked by The Rock, a guy that turned heel for the first time in like years, and Travis Scott, a basic fake fucking rapper. And all you gotta say is that, you come out with this, like, that near the end of the promo, you're all passionate, says, I'm gonna beat you, I'm gonna do this and that. I'm gonna show you that, after Mania, this and that. He was all fired up, but he came off really shitty. You should have just came out, not high-fived the fans, nothing like shit like that. No, woo! None of that shit. No pyro and all your garbage that you come out with every fucking week. Could have came out and said, not even said anything. He just said, I'll see you at Mania, John, and then threw down the mic, left. Or what you could have done was come out and says, how dare you do this to me? He says, you just stayed in the ring to watch me get beat up and everything. So you had your match, John. You could have went to the back. I could have dealt with Travis Scott and The Rock on my own, but you decided to stay. And what do to repay me? We're hugging and everything, and then the next thing you know, you kick me in my nuts. And like, you sold your soul to the devil? He says, you already won your match, John. Why couldn't you just beat me by yourself at Mania? You didn't need Rock and Travis Scott. It's like, what kind of man are you, John? I thought you were all about hustle, loyalty, and respect, but now you're acting like a complete bitch. And now you're teaming up with another bitch like The Rock. I mean, is Father Time passing you by, John? You can't do anything yourself these days? That's what I would have said. I would have laid into Rock. And, really Rock and Cena like Punk did. That's why Punk's a better guy on the mic than Cody. Cody sucks on the mic. His promos are weak. He's a weak as fuck champion over 300 some odd days. But his title reign has been shit. I'm sorry. If Cena wins at Mania, I know I'll be mad because he broke Flair's record. But still, anybody to get it off boring as fuck Cody would be Cena. Or Rock. I've been happy with. Or Roman too. But when Cody loses his belt, I'm gonna fucking just laugh. Don't have to hear any more of his bullshit whining and crying and bitching and complaining. This promo sucked. I'm sorry. For all you Cody crybabies are gonna come on my comment section and tell me that, oh, Cody's better than Cena. No, he's not. Cody's a bitch and he always will be a bitch. His promos are garbage. And notice the fans are not actually cheering on heel Cena now. I'm actually coming to see the light from John now, finally. I'm not starting to like the guy. I want to see where this goes. I'm interested. About fucking time, John. Now you're making me like you a little bit more. I want to hear from you. Like, why did you actually side with The Rock? Of all people, you and him were going at it. WrestleMania 28 and 29. And then what did Rock do? Rock went to do his movies. You went to do your movies that were really bad until you know, Rock says, all right, John, I'm going to put you in Fast and Furious 10, or 9 and 10, and the other ones coming out. All right, I'm going to make you a Hollywood star, and, how are you going to repay me? By joining my faction. And there's a rumor that Cena's going to go bald now. Ugh. I don't know, bald Cena would be great, but I don't even know who could be next in that group. I'm thinking it's Punk, Drew, Seth, or Roman. And people are saying, oh, it's going to be Stone Cold Steve Austin because, the one, it's going to be this one, not this one. Maybe I'm not. I wouldn't want to put, another guy that barely shows up, and that's Stone Cold Steve Austin, but what? I said, you're not going to show up. What? Alright, we got that. Alright, so Cody's promo gets a flat 1 out of 5 stars. Flat 1. I should have gave it a dud, but I would be a little bit generous to Cody this time. So, moving on. Alright, then we go to back. The Miz pitches Nick Aldis an interview with Cody next week, and it gets granted, so Miz TV will be having Cody on the show next week. Speaking of Carmelo Hayes comes in, starts mocking Randy Orton, saying that, I'm playing Fortnite, and then Randy comes in and is like, Fortnite's for kids! I'm playing Elden Ring! And yes, Elden Ring's a way better game than Fortnite. Fortnite's for, Fortnite is for kids and dumb fucks who still play that shit. And stream it online. I'm like, why? Because it has great characters in the game, like, Godzilla's in it, Peter Griffin, and, Cell, and all the Dragon Ball Z characters. Hulk and everything. I mean, why would you play that? And you're like a 25, 30-year-old guy. Why would you be playing a game that's marketed for kids like 5 to 10? Or maybe a little bit to 18 at most, maybe. Kind of a little suspect there. I don't play Fortnite. I play real games. You know what games I play? Final Fantasy, Ninja Gaiden, Black Myth Wukong, Resident Evil, Silent Hill, Elden Ring here and there, Dark Souls. Good games, not shit games like Fortnite. Just saying. You want to play that? Go play it in your own time. You like Fortnite? Good, but, I don't want to play with you. I don't want to play that garbage game. I'd rather play Mortal Kombat. Or Final Fantasy. Something like that, A real game that has story behind it. What does Fortnite have? Nothing. Fortnite's garbage. People that play it are even more garbage. I know Luge plays it, Lauren Luge, She plays it every Sunday nights, but that's, if she wants to play it, that's fine, but, that's her channel. She can do whatever she wants. I mean, if you want to do it on your channel, that's fine, but I think, you're in your 20s and 30s playing a kid's game. I mean, if you want to get it for views, that's one thing, but still, I'm not the type of guy that would put that crap on my channel. Like I said, I'd rather play Final Fantasy, so. That's a good game. Good villains, too, like Kefka! Ready, Kefka? Ready! Okay. You can play with Sephiroth, too, man. Probably one of the most evil villains in video game history. But you would say Bowser, right, from Super Mario? Pfft. Bowser doesn't hold a candle to Sephiroth. I don't think anybody does. Of all the villains in the history of video games, I don't think anybody holds a candle to Sephiroth. There's a lot of villains, especially in Final Fantasy lore, that do not even compare. Not even Ragnarok in Final Fantasy 13 compares the Sephiroth. Not even the final boss in 15 and 16 and the DLC parts of 16. They don't hold a candle to fucking Sephiroth. God mode Sephiroth, too. I mean, Leviathan, in the DLC. That's probably the most hardest boss fights in the DLC. It's not the final, what is in the DLC. Well, I won't spoil it, so I'm not gonna spoil it. But you do fight Leviathan, so it's a hard as fuck boss fight. I mean, hard. Like my dick. But I digress. Alright, so Randy and Mello next week in Spain. What's that? Alright, then we find out Saturday's main event coming back May the 24th from somewhere in America. I don't even know. I thought they said Toronto, but it's gonna be somewhere. That's all it is. May the 24th, 8 p.m. on that great station of NBC. Alright, then we go to a 7-minute match with Drew McIntyre and Jimmy Uso. And finally, Drew McIntyre picks up the win after Jimmy goes up top for the Superfly Splash. Missed it. And then Drew hits the Claymore. 1, 2, 3. He gets a little measure of revenge on Jimmy. He finally picks up a win. I don't know the last time he actually won on Smackdown. Or in general. So he picks up the win. And then afterwards, he starts heading to the... Boy, let me get my notes. There we go. He starts going to the back. And then looks like he was about to go back to the ring to do more damage on Jimmy. But then Poppy Priest comes in, jumps Drew. Security and referees come out, try to break him up. Barely do that. Priest breaks out of it, gets some more shots. And we'll see what happens with them next week on the program. And that's that. Alright, then we get a Japanese manga promo from Shinsuke Nakamura. So ready to finish Eli Drake for good. And then we see this weird mask show up at the end. I'm like, looked like a Bray Wyatt mask. What the hell is that? Scared the crap out of me. Alright, so we get that. We move on. I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. Then we get a video on DIY versus the Street Profits for the titles next week. So the Yes Boys do not get the title shot next week. I think it's the week after that. I don't know when they get it, but we get that. So the winners of that, of DIY and the Street Profits, will probably face the Yes Boys, maybe at WrestleMania or who knows when. So we get a video about that. And then we go to the back with Byron Saxton. And DIY is there, ready to retain the belts next week because they're the best team on SmackDown in WWE. Debatable. And then they basically say, let's hold a moment of silence for the Street Profits. So they do their moment of silence. And then fucking idiot Byron Saxton screws it up by talking. And then Ciampa's like, Byron, you idiot! We're trying to have a moment here. I would love the day that Byron Saxton gets released. Boring. Boring, Byron. Boring. But I digress. Moving on. Alright, so I get that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Then we get a rundown of next week's card. Should be good, some good stuff. Mello and Randy. We got DIY and the Street Profits for the tag team titles. And a whole lot more next week. Taped in the land of Spain. Barcelona, Spain. España. And we get that. Alright, then we go to a main event of SmackDown for the United States title, for the men's United States title. Eli Drake and Shinsuke Nakamura looking like a Ronin ninja. Charles Robinson, the referee. And it went back and forth. And then Shinsuke grabs a chair on the outside, tries to bring it back in. Charles Robinson took it away. And then Nakamura tried to with the red mist on Eli. And Charles Robinson got misted right in the face. I'm like, uh-oh. So then Eli tries for a fruit roll-up. There's no ref there. So Shinsuke kicks him in the head again. And then a Maiko Satomura Scorpion Rising connects. Nice. Shinsuke grabs the chair again but gets caught with the BFT. And then Eli goes for the cover, still no ref, and then a new ref. He runs in, slides underneath the bottom rope. 1, 2, 3, we have a new United States champion for the second time, and that is Eli Drake. And that's not an insult, that's a fact of life. So Shinsuke's horrible reign ends at 97 days. 3 months of boredom. And this was his second title defense. Bruh. So I don't know what they do with Shinsuke here. Maybe he gets his rematch, obviously, because, you know, he's entitled to that. So we're probably going to get Eli versus Shinsuke 4 on tour. I mean, we'll see what happens with that. But at this point, I mean, Shinsuke looks like he's probably going to go back to catering and obscurity again. And it just sucks. I think Shinsuke should either just call it quits or go back to New Japan. To kind of end his career in New Japan. That's what I would do. But that's him. But just a horrible reign for Shinsuke. He was barely on the show. And defended it twice. And both times I think were against Eli. He won the first one and then he lost the second one, which was last night. I don't know what you're thinking, Hunter. He was such a god in NXT, not so much on the main roster. You know, I think the only good thing he did on the main roster was when it was tag team champions with Claudio. That was a great tag team. You know, it didn't last too long, but then, you know, he wins the Intercontinental title, then have a great reign with that. Won the U.S. title a couple of times, barely any traction with that. And then he wins the belt from Eli. And where did he go? 3 months of obscurity with a garbage reign. And 2 title defenses. That's sad. So, I mean, I'm happy for Eli getting it back, but still, I mean, I like Shinsuke too, but his title reign was just garbage. And you knew it was coming. His title reign was shit, so I'm like, alright, the experiment failed. Like everything else fails with WWE sometimes, you know? But I think it was good to take the belt off Shinsuke so maybe he can go do something else. What? I don't know. Can't go to Cody again, so I don't know what you're gonna do with Shinsuke now. Either you're gonna put him in catering with Casey Catanzaro and Casey Catanzaro and Kaden Carter and the other people that don't get used. Or you actually give him some type of, can't give him a push again, but I mean, what are you going to do with it? So we'll see what happens with Eli and who he might be facing at WrestleMania for the United States title. Maybe Jimmy Uso, maybe not. I mean, we'll see, but that's that. Almost an 11-11 special, so the match lasted 11-10, so you don't make a wish on that. So, that's that. And that ends Friday Night Smackdown and your 3-hour cure for insomnia. That is the show. But we're going back to 2 hours in June, so we got a couple more months of this, of the 3-hour show on Friday nights. And that's pretty much it. But Smackdown wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad show. I think there was a couple of bad parts, but overall, I gave it an 8.5 out of 10. It was probably one of the best Smackdowns, pretty much a long time. I think it's the best Smackdown this year, to be honest with you. But, we got more to come. But this last night's show was very, very, very good. And then we'll see what happens next week on the start of the European tour. And then we're going to come back to the States eventually by the, I think, beginning of April, and then we're on the road to WrestleMania for the next couple weeks. And we got that. Alright, so my final rating, like I said, 8.5 out of 10 stars. Let me know what you guys think of the show down below in the comments section. And let me know what you guys think. That's all I got to say about that. Alright, I'm going to record my TNA Ring of Honor review as we're a couple hours away from Collision. And Collision should be decent tonight. I mean, we'll see what happens with that. And that's all I got to say about that. So, that's it. So, I'm out of here, guys. I'll be back for my TNA Ring of Honor video. And maybe later tonight, your Collision review. But we'll see what happens tonight on your Saturday afternoon, still Saturday afternoon here in the Northeast, getting close to Saturday evening. Hope you have a great evening, whatever you're doing. Be safe and be well. Bundle up if you're in the Northeast. Kind of cold right now, but tomorrow's going to be a little bit warmer. And then next week is going to be around 60, so... But it's going to rain next weekend into St. Patrick's Day. Not fun, but, you know, the way it is. And that's that. Alright, I'm out of here, guys. Thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.